What is up, bros? Me, Josh here, and welcome to episode 4 of World of Warships for Beginners, my series where we're going to start from setting up an account in episode 1 all the way to future episodes of going over advanced play. And in today's episode, we are going to go over commanders. So we have played the new account a little bit, and we play it live on stream, so it's been a lot of fun. And at level 7, our last episode, we got up to level 5, so we unlocked upgrades. We'll do that in another video. But ship commanders, I think, deserves its own episode. So you will actually start unlocking ship commanders, which means you will start unlocking captains they can put on your individual ships. So we'll get into some builds later for actually putting into captains. For destroyers, stuff like priority targets, really nice to grab right away. Last stand, if you are playing destroyers, grab last stand. Cruisers, stuff like Adrenaline Rush is going to be great, and same with battleships. Adrenaline Rush. We'll dive a little bit more into some pretty basic captain builds as we go. But this main video is going to be over moving captains from one ship to another. So this is one thing I get a lot of questions about: is should I get a new captain every time I get a new ship, or should I move one captain from another? So luckily, we are at the point where we are done with the Tier 3 South Carolina, and we can unlock the Wyoming. So we're going to unlock the Wyoming right now. And what you will do is you will have 3 options when you first buy a ship. So you can spend doubloons to get a 3-point captain, which is a nice little bonus. You can get 700 or 7,500 credits for a 1-point captain, or a 0-point captain for basic training. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a no commander, since we have a battleship commander that is currently training up on the South Carolina. So that's your 2 choices. You can either get a new commander, one of these 3. Oh, technically there's 3 choices. You can buy a new one with doubloons, credits, or, for free. Start with a 0. You can do a no commander, which is what we're going to end up doing. Or what you can end up doing is transferring over like another captain from another ship and training onto that, which is basically the same thing what we're going to kind of do. So let's purchase the Wyoming. Now we have our first tier 4 on the account, so that's pretty exciting. That also works with some of the campaigns, which we'll get into another video. But we currently have no captain, so we can't play this ship without a captain available. Recruit a new commander or assign a commander from reserve or other ships. So what we're going to do is click on assign commander. And again, you can click recruit. It's going to bring you back to the same menu, but we're not going to do any of those. We're going to switch over. We're going to click from reserve. So you will have X amount of slots in your reserve. These are going to be extra captains, most likely either from crates you'll get them from events, from certain stuff like that. You'll have probably some just sitting around there, usually 0s, 1 points, 3 points, something like that. Even on some of the Christmas crates, you can get 10-point captains. But we're going to transfer it from other ships. And since this guy has been already training up from battleships, we're going to transfer him over. So we're going to click on him. Wilfred McDougal. So we're going to do this. So assign commander to the Wyoming. We are going to do that because as we are going up through these lines, we're going to continue to sell the ships as we're going, because we're going to need those credits. Later in this account, we will maybe keep some ships that we really enjoy to play or are really strong for their tier, but right now we're going to need those credits to go on, so we're going to sell the previous ships. So senior commander course, that'll speed up the training process all the way up, and 500 doubloons will instantly get you to the max. Naval Academy, this will cut it in half. Now, this is actually a pretty good deal later in the game. For a small amount of credits, you can basically cut that training in half as the captain gets higher and higher levels. As you can see, he's level 4 right now. It's just not worth it because you can get through this experience, and we'll get to that in a second. So right now, we're going to do basic training, so it's going to completely restart him over there. And as you are going through the retraining process, during the retraining process, the captain does not earn XP, and a 50% penalty is applied to the effects of their ships. So what we're going to do is we're going to do no training. And so what we need to do to get him retrained, he's currently in the retraining process. We need 3,500 captain XP. So again, if you want to speed that up later in the game, you can click on the plus, use some free XP or captain XP, which we could do right now. We're not going to. And then later in the game too, once you get to 19 points, there's some advanced stuff. You can get to 19-point captain. You can get some elite commander XP. That'll be way later, so we won't worry about that too much. So we are just going to completely have this captain. So basically what we have done is we've gotten the Wyoming, we have transferred our captain from the South Carolina to the Wyoming, not done any training process, and now he's in the currently retraining process, and we need to get the 3,500 to get these back to retrained and retrained for that. So what we will do now, we have the Wyoming, we have our first tier 4, which is amazing, and we will actually sell the old this. What you're going to do, it's going to default to demount. So what you're going to do is you want to save whatever doubloons you have and switch over and just sell everything. We're going to need this many credits. We're going to need credits as we go, because once you get higher and higher and higher, things are going to be pretty expensive, right? So only thing we can do right now is dive in and play a game, and I will show you guys what the post-screen battle, we'll break down the post-screen battle screen, and then we'll look at what is going to go into training this captain, as well as what the retraining process looks like from moving from ship to ship. So here we are in a post-battle screen. We actually had a pretty solid game, first game in the Wyoming. Yes, we're still pink. But 100,000 damage, so it's just going to be probably a little above average, especially for our first game in a stock tier 4 battleship. But this is with a non-premium account as well. We're still going with a non-premium account. We earned 125,000 credits, 2,571 experience, and then 129 free XPs, which we went over in episode 3 if you want to check that out. And then look at the team score really quick. Top of the team, there we go. And then the detailed report. Whenever you do go pink, you can look at this and it'll show how much damage or how many games you have left to do with 0 damage. Hit the Phoenix pretty hard, did a lot of damage to the Wyoming. We double sit that guy, so we did pretty freaking good. But this is what I really want to talk about on this video, is all about how the captains work and going from one ship to another. So this is also something people are requesting, is a breakdown of credits, so we can go into that as well, out of received and spent. So in that game we received, this is with a non-premium, so obviously you can see these values over here are way bigger, but 125,000 credits is basically what we got. We spent 13,320, 5,000 for the actual ship itself. It gets more expensive as you go up. The higher tiers are much more expensive, so your break even is a lot higher. And then ammunition, this is just a basic cost of depending on how many shells you fire, how many torpedoes you fire, how many planes you lose, stuff like that. That's the ammunition resupply, so that'll charge depending on what class you're playing and everything like that. But what we wanted to break down is the XP. So here we go. We received 1,285. If you would have had premium, we would have got almost 2,000 that game. Modifiers, we did have some flags that we've gotten, so plus 50%. We'll go over that in another video as well, but we're looking at just the total of these 129 free XP, which we won't really use too much in this video, but 2571. So as you can see, boom, commander XP, and boom, service records. So as we're leveling up, and this is going towards the next ship. So there's two kinds of XP. There's ship XP, service record XP, and then there's commander XP. So those are two different ones. This is going to be for leveling up. Service record XP is going to be this for leveling up your account, as well as leveling up towards, let's say, the New York is the tier 5 ship. We just got the Wyoming. We're using this XP to get to the next ship or get to the upgrades. And then commander XP, as we all knew, since we are retraining him, we needed 3,500, and we were so close. We had 3,214 in that one game. So very close. We're gonna need one more game, and then we can start earning that XP towards it. If we would have spent like the 500 doubloons, it would have been retrained already, and we would have got that towards the next point. But there we go. We're super close to getting him out of retraining. Look at that. If we would have had a premium account, we would have had almost 5,000. So that's pretty awesome. And then there's the bonuses and ship bonuses and stuff like that. And so with the XP on the ship, we can even buy some upgrades as well. But there we go. That's kind of a quick little way to explain it. I caused more damage? What? I don't know about that. But since he is still retraining, it's going to be, you know, one more game basically, and then we're done. But with this extra XP, we can buy that. We have 2,500, so I think, you know what, we're gonna grab the gun mod first just to get that extra range, because we want to be able to pump out more damage. So, and there you go, 180k. So that's why we sold that extra breakdown. But anyways, guys, just wanted to make this quick video on how captains work, and should you move captains from one ship to another, should you get a brand new captain. Now what you don't want to do is okay, so as you're going up, we're going to be going through the entire USN line. So what I will end up doing is I will end up making a cruiser captain, a battleship captain, a CV captain, a destroyer captain. And then once we get the split here, then we will make a new captain for that. So what you kind of want to do is you want to make one captain for each class and then move that along. So once we get the Wyoming fully upgraded, we'll move that captain to the New York, to the New Mexico, to the Colorado, to the North Carolina. So he'll be getting more and more and more levels. And by the time we get to the tier 10, he'll be really high on levels. Same thing with cruisers. And we don't want to just do one captain overall. Let's say you have one captain and you're playing the battleships, and then you want to play a cruiser game, so you switch the captain over to the cruiser. He'll always be in the retraining process, and every time you move a captain from one ship to another, this isn't including premiums, we'll get to that in a different video, it has to restart the retraining process over. So what you want to do is you want to make a captain for battleships, a captain for cruisers, a captain for destroyers, and a captain for CVs. You don't want to be switching those all over because you're going to be speccing into those. And we'll do some videos later on some pretty basic builds towards these certain classes and speccing into those certain classes and what all the captain skills mean. So that's one. I want to do a quick little bit. I get asked this all the time if people should buy a new captain, move their captain from one to another. And I hope this video kind of enlightens you guys and helps you out on trying to figure out the best way to, especially early in your account, to kind of figure out the best way and most efficient way to keep your captain leveling up and to be the most efficient with them. So anyways, guys, episode 4 of World of Warships for Beginners, going over captains and how the retraining and XP works for them. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.